Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today we're doing another Jinjer reaction. This is going to be called Cloud Factory, the live version of the song. Now, this was recommended by all you guys when I said I really liked Outlander and I thought it was a good song and I liked that direction of the band before they became very progressive and prog rock. So a lot of you guys recommended this particular song and saying I will like this and this is a good song from Jinjer. And I've noticed among fans there is some people who like their older material more and some who like their newer material more. And I believe it is the drummer who inspired the more prog rock, prog metal inspiration for Jinjer overall. So that's kind of cool to know a little bit of the history of the band. So let's get into the reaction right away. Let's see what happens. All you can expect is I'm going to be 100% honest, guys, whether I like it or not, and I'll be as nice as I can about what I like, what I dislike. I'm not going to sure just shit on the band or something like that. Let's do it. Oh, I like the guitar work right away. That's one hell of a groovy riff just to start with. I love it. I love the riff right away. Very reminiscent of like Lamb of God, metalcore-ish groove metal thing going on, and I like that. Let's just get into it again. You know, one thing that you see, if this is their older material, you can still see that they're a very technical band, that they're able to do progressions and they like progressions. But obviously, like something like The Mediator is, like we talked about, it's more prog rock. And this becomes very evident. I had my first interview with a band called Bloodspot. And one thing that he mentions is like as lineups change, as people change, as new people come into the band, different inspirations come into the band. And then you try to work together as a team to create something that's a fusion of everybody's kind of point of view of where the band kind of can go and what kinds of things you can do. And it's interesting how they've evolved and how much they've changed and how drastically of a difference it is in music, I would say. Yeah, you can really hear their metalcore influences in the band here, hearing songs like Outlander and hearing songs like this one. But I think I'll be the first to admit I was one of those people when metalcore first began and hardcore and all these kinds of genres. I was very much against it because I was one of those guys that's like, oh, new metal sucks and stuff like that. And I've actually grown to like some of these bands as I Lay Dying, Hatebreed, Lamb of God. So I've grown to like them. I still can't say I like the whole genre because there's a lot of kind of Mickey Mouse bands in metalcore and hardcore, but among the crowd, and as in any genre, among the crowd, if you search for the good ones and you find them, they come out onto the top. And despite that, I liking the song right now so far. So I just gonna want to finish and see what's gonna happen throughout the song, see how we feel about it. Just thinking, is it gonna be a solo? Oh, that's a nice change up. They're so talented in terms of how they play their instruments. Really, really talented. Now, noticing her shirt, I'm just gonna guess here. It's just a wild guess. She likes to get high? What you got for me? Let's run this road down the road. It doesn't matter, let's get low. Let's run this road down the road. It doesn't matter. You know, for some reason, it never struck me before to see this comparison. Somebody said this. They thought about System of the Down automatically when they've heard Jinjer back in the day. And the comparison I made was Lamb of God, which I know they've done covers for. And I think those two bands become more and more their biggest inspiration in my eyes in many, many ways, besides her mentioning that she likes OTEP, Tatiana. I like this song. I still... You know what it is? I'm fine-tuning how I feel about Tatiana's performances. And obviously there's people that just like her performance, you know, like that's how you feel, that's what you like, that's great. For me, I think the most jarring thing when I see her is she has a very great pop performance on stage. Right, the way she acts, the way she does things. Like for example, if she was a pop star, I think she just has it. She has it, that it thing that performers have. But as some guy who just, again, it's my stupid brain, I'm an old metalhead listening to old school metal, growing up on 80s metal. For me, it's still very jarring to see that the way she does the performance live on stage for a heavy metal band, which I would expect, you know, like some craziness and somebody going on and doing this. And she has a more subdued, and she's doing these like little dances and stuff like that, which I know is the reason why some people really love them. Like that's exactly why you love them, because they're breaking the boundaries of how you should be doing things and the way you should be doing things. But I also realize that is the reason what pushes me away from her particular performance, you know? So it's like, it's a weird mix where I really like the music. Actually, I actually really like the song. I like the solo. I like their progressive nature of their music. But her vocals, perhaps just like Randy from Lamb of God, I will eventually like her voice. For example, I didn't like Randy's voice for a really long time, and I would say really horrible things why I didn't like it. And as the time progressed, it just kind of grew on me. And now I'm like, how did I not like his vocals? I really like him. And I like him from singing to growling. I really enjoy it. And for some reason, maybe she just hasn't caught on in my brain yet. Maybe it's one of those things that's gonna happen like in Click, like it did with Lamb of God. That doesn't particularly happen, with, for example, within this song. And what I've changed in my tone about Jinjer is this, that they are, I think they're definitely talented. I think they have an interesting progression in their music. I realize some people don't like this newer age Jinjer, and I think I'll probably be on that spectrum where I'll like their earlier albums than the later ones. But let's decide that when I actually listen to an album. As a matter of fact, I want to review one of their albums. Which album do you think I should review? Which one should I start with? It'll be an interesting for you to see like a thought process of somebody who's never listened to Jinjer full-length album before. And perhaps one day her voice will catch on. I'll end it there, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, despite you might have not heard exactly what you wanted to hear, but you like the honest approach. And if you did, make sure to subscribe for more down on this channel. Well, I do various reactions. If you have any other bands you would want to see a reaction to, I would love to hear what kind of bands you have on offer, because I'd like to be introducing new bands. And make sure to leave a comment down below of your favorite, perhaps your favorite Jinjer songs. So keep it metal out there. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.